how to handle requests with DJ Pro. I'm DJ Spiegel Spin, and I'm going to show you how. One way to avoid requests in general is what I do sometimes if I'm doing like a work party or a small birthday party is I'll ask the people, maybe I'll make a Facebook group or a group chat and say, hey, any songs you want to hear at Aunt Jerry's 50th birthday party? And then now I have a list of songs that I know the people are going to like. And then I can come here over to my playlists, and then we could create a new playlist. Aunt Jerry. And now we got a new playlist, and then we have the list that we got in the text, and then we go to our streaming service. We go over here, and we're going to look for In the Club by 50 Cent, our favorite song. Add the playlist. Aunt Jerry. So now you could concentrate on DJing, concentrate on having a good time, and they'll still get to hear their jam. Another thing that you can do is be prepared with your standard go-to playlist. So, of course, make a playlist for the night, for the party that you're doing, but then also have some go-tos. So if someone goes, oh, can you play some dance music from the 2000s or play some old school dance music, you could be going from DJing, go right here, 2000s dance, boom. And now you got a song right there, and then you're playing their request. Another type of request is going to be somebody's going to want a specific song playing right there while you're DJing. And this one can be very tough because, like I said, as a DJ, you're supposed to be in control and you're supposed to be the one leading the party, and then you could feel kind of offended or disrespected, or it just isn't the best feeling for someone to go, oh, play this. They're basically saying, like, it's like you go into their job and they're a construction worker or something, and you're saying, oh, you're not swinging the hammer right when you really aren't a construction worker. So as a DJ, you have to be open to the people at the party, because you could say, I don't do requests, I'm not doing requests, this is how DJing is supposed to be. I watch DJ Spiegel Spin all the time. He taught me how to mix, taught me how to do scratching, and I know all these techniques. But people really don't care about the techniques. They care about having a good time. They care about hearing the songs that make them feel something, maybe take them back to a time when they used to party and stuff, or bring back memories or something they can relate with their friends. So, as the DJ, you should be open to taking requests. Now let's say, for an example, you're playing a mobile DJ gig, you're up there DJing, having a great time, doing a great job, and then someone comes up to you, either taps you on the shoulder or obnoxiously holds their phone in your face and says, oh, can you play this song? Can you please play this song? And you have to be prepared about what are you going to do? What are you going to say? How are you going to react? If you're prepared, it's easy. If you're not prepared, you could get caught off guard and it could ruin your whole vibe for the night. So you have to have a set of boundaries of what requests you are going to accept and which request you're not going to accept, and how you're going to respond. So let's say, for example, request that you will not take. Somebody comes and somebody gives you a inappropriate request for the party that you're doing. If you're doing Granny's birthday and somebody goes, oh, can you play Cardi B? That's probably not going to be appropriate. That could affect your future of getting booked for gigs there. That could affect you getting paid for the night if you play something inappropriate and you offend people. So in that case, if you feel it's inappropriate and it's not going to work for that night, you tell them no. So how are you going to tell them no? Sometimes people are consistent, and sometimes people, they really they're not going to leave unless you play their song. So I developed something that I think is really creative. I taught you guys how to use BandLab to make your own samples, like I did for this one. I'm excited. So what you do is you go to this app called BandLab, you go over here, you add a recording, and then after you add the recording, you save it, and then you load it up onto a deck, and then you go to the edit here, And then you go up here. You go up here to my sample, and then you could add the deck. So you record the deck.
No request.
And now you have it as a sample. So record yourself, or you could record someone else, maybe pay a freelancer or someone that has a cool voice or accent, and have them say no request. Or if you want to do it yourself, you could do it that way. So somebody comes up to you, they're asking you for a request that you feel you don't want to play, then you just go
no request.
And it'll kind of lighten the mood. It's funny. Other people will see it and they'll get the message. Like, this guy's a serious DJ. He has his own samples, and I'm not going to ask him to do requests because I know he's going to play great music. And now, if you guys don't want to do that, another thing you could do is I like being honest all the time, but in this case, you could tell a white lie. You could say, "Oh, when I have time for it, towards the end of the night, I'll try to squeeze it in." And this will get them off your back, get them to go doing whatever they're doing. People that are at parties, sometimes they're drunk and stuff, and they probably won't remember. A mental note in your head before you go out for the set of what type of songs you're going to take as requests and what songs that you're not. What genres you're going to stay away from, what artists you're going to stay away from, and definitely if it's a family event, if it's a close friends event, or even if it's an event with people, complete strangers, or you're just playing at a bar or something, maybe go to the bar the day before and get to see what kind of people are going to be there, and then have in mind what you feel is right to play for these people. Now, let's get on to the good part, and this is somebody comes up with an awesome request and you want to play it. So what do? You never just go search the song, load it up, and do it right away. You tell them, you ask them what the song is, they say, "Oh, play 50 Cent." So you go, "Yeah, got you, bro." And then they go walk away, and then they go have a drink or whatever, and they wait for their song to play. So what you could do is you go over here, you search the song, and you don't load it into the deck. What you do is you could either add it to the queue. A queue is like a temporary playlist, or you could just add it to the playlist. So we could just add it right there, the Aunt Jerry's playlist. And now it's ready for us. So you could keep going with your mix. You could keep playing the next song that you prepared a song that was going to go into the next song before you got the request. You could still do that. You could still play 2 or 3 more songs. And then if you got to drop the BPM down, you could gradually drop it down. And then you could play their request perfectly mixed in professionally into your set, which makes you a better DJ and gives a better performance for everybody, and then the person gets their request in. Just make sure that you don't promise too many people that you're going to play their requests. So a rule of thumb, maybe play like 3 or 4 requests for the whole night, because you have to think, if it's a 4-hour party and you're DJing for 4 hours, and then you have songs and you have stuff ready that you want to play, if you just take every request you get, you're going to run out of time, and then your set might not be the kind of set that you wanted it to be. So, if you like this type of video, you guys could subscribe to the channel. I make videos about DJing with the iPad and thinking about DJing a different way and a more creative way. So, like the video and share it with your friends. Thanks.